morning, children. So, the last video we have done exercise 1.3, and now we will be doing exercise 1.3. We have completed till 11, 7, 12, so we have to do it homework. And now we will be doing one new topic, that is a conditional probability and a law of multiplication of probability. Okay, now let's start with our topic. So, conditional probability. Suppose U is a finite sample space and A and B are any two events in it. The probability of occurrence of event B under the condition that A occurs is called the conditional probability. So, uh, what is a conditional probability? Suppose in probability we are having a sample space and events also, that is A and B two events. Suppose two events here we are taking. So the probability of occurrence of event B under the condition that A occurs is called a condition. Means there are certain conditions, because of that condition. See, two events are there, A and B, and one condition, because of one condition the another condition occurs is called a conditional probability. किसी के वजह से, right? Reason behind the other event to occur is a conditional probability, right? So if the occurrence of the event B under the condition that event A occurs is denoted by B by A, then the probability, that is P of B by A of the conditional event B by A, is called a conditional probability. Right. This probability is obtained using the following formula, that is P of B by A. Conditional probability, the different formula is there, that is B by A is equal to P of A intersection B upon P of A. Right. So P of A is not equal to 0. It should be any number. It can't be 0. Similarly, if the occurrence of event A under the condition that B occurs is denoted by P of A by B, then the probability P of A by B of the conditional event A by B is obtained using the following formula. Now, P of A by B, formula of P of A by B is P of A intersection B upon P of B. See, in denominator, whatever alphabet is there, that you have to take in this in the formula also. A by B, B is in the denominator. Then P of A intersection B, that is a constant thing. Then upon B, P of B. Okay, here also P of B is not equal to 0. Suppose a company produces a certain type of item. Here, one example they are giving. Item in its two different factories, that is A1 and A2. One item is randomly selected from a store selling the items produced by this company. Let us denote the event that the selected item is defective as B. Right? So first condition is, if the selected item is produced at a factory A1, then the event that it is defective is denoted by D upon A1. In short, you can say that whatever is given in the question, if if के बाद जो भी आता है ना, that should be taken as a denominator. It's a hint. Okay, ये एक hint है. जो भी if के बाद आता है, if the selected item is produced by factory A, then the event that it is defective is denoted by D upon A1, right? Then if the selected item, if word is an important word in this, if the selected item is produced at factory A2, then the event that it is defective is denoted by D upon A2. Thus, D upon P of D upon A1 equal to probability of the occurrence of D under the condition that event A1 has occurred. And P of D A2, D by A2, that is probability of occurrence of D under the condition that A2 has occurred. Right? So I have given one hint how you have to, which alphabet you have to take in the denominator. Okay. Now next important topic is an independent event. Suppose A and B are any two events in a finite sample space. If the probability of occurrence of event A does not change due to occurrence of event B, then the event A and B are called the independent event. Thus, if P of A is equal to P of A by B, that is equal to P of A by B dash, and P of B is equal to P of B by A, and that is equal to P of B by A dash, the event A and B are called a independent event. These are the formulas. This you have to remember. For example, event A is the is the first throw of a balanced dice shows number 1, and even B, second throw of a balanced dice shows an even number. It can be said here that the probability of getting an even number in the second throw of the dice does not change because the first throw had shown the number 1. This fact can be easily understood by the following calculation. The total number of outcome by throwing the dice 2 times is n equal to 6 into 6, that is 36. A equal to even that the first throw of a balanced dice shows the number 1. The number of the favorable outcome of A equal to is m is equal to 6. Probability of the event that P of A equal to m upon n, that the thing what we are finding, probability we are finding the probability of the event, that is m upon n, that is 6 upon 36. So that comes to 6 upon 36 should not be reduced. We will be keeping it as it is. Then comes the B, even that the second row of a balanced die shows an even number. So the m is 18. The probability P of B equal to m upon n, that is 18 upon 36. Here they are reducing, so that can be 1 upon 2. So A intersection B, the event that the first row of a balanced die shows the number 1 and the second row shows even number. The number of favorable outcome, that is A intersection, is m equal to 3. So here P of A intersection B is m upon n. Here again you are getting C. P of A you got, P of B you got, and here now you are getting P of A intersection B, that is 3 by 36. Now if the first row of the balanced die shows 1, then the probability P of B by A for the event of B by A of getting an even number in the second row can be obtained as P of B by A equal to P of A intersection B upon P of A. Okay, so P of A intersection B kya tha? 3 by 36 upon 6 by 36. That will be 1 by 6. If you want to reduce them in the starting stage, you can reduce them. Okay, then now see. Since we get P of B equal to P of B by A, we say that the event A and B are independent event. Okay. Now let's see the law of multiplication of probability. See the independent event and uh, this all this law of multiplication and everything. You will be your concept will be much more clearer when I will be doing an illustration. Okay, so this is just an theory. So you have to just go through the theory. Here the formula you have, they have given that formula that you have to learn, and you have to just go through the theory portion. And your concept will be clear when I will be explaining you the illustration. So when so it will be better that if I will explain the illustration first and then I will go to the theory portion, then it will be clear for you. Okay. So now we will be doing now new topic. So I will be explaining this again. This independent event I have explained, that I will be explaining you again. Now let's see law of multiplication of probability. If A and B are the two events in a sample space U, then the rule of obtaining the probability simultaneously occurrence of event A and B is called the law of multiplication of probability. जैसे law of addition था ना, the same way you have to find law of multiplication also. For example, if event A is equal to getting head when a coin is tossed for the first time, and if event B equal to getting head when a coin is tossed for the second time. So these are the two events they have given. If the coin is tossed 2 times, then the probability of getting head both the times, that is event A intersection B, can be obtained by the law of multiplication of probability. The law of multiplication of probability is as follows. Here are the few formulas of law of multiplication. So P of A intersection B is equal to P of A into P of B by E, where P of A is not equal to 0. Then again, P of A intersection B is equal to P of B by A, P of B into P of A by B. See children, here the law of multiplication is derived from the formula, that is, see, P of, हमने अभी एक formula किया था ना independent event का, that is P of, suppose I will be taking this one condition, P of A by B, P of A by B. So what was the formula? I told you P of, 1 minute. Let me write the formula. One P of A intersection B upon P of B. Right? This was the formula. And I told you what is the law of multiplication. Law of multiplication में क्या हो जाता है आप लोगों का? This P of A intersection B remains over here, and this P of A will be P of B will be going over there. Like देखो ये यहाँ ही रहेगा P of B, sorry, P of A by B into P of B. So that comes to P of A intersection B. ओके, तो यही फॉर्मूले को लेके हमने ये फॉर्मूला बनाया. तो यहाँ पे क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई हो गया P of A by B. This is here. P of A by B into P of B. In cross multiply means that denominator will be going to the cross multiply. Okay, numerator में से उस तरफ चला जाता है. P of A by B into P of B, that is P of A intersection B. Okay, so in this way you are getting the law of multiplication. Okay, from that independent event formula only you can make that law of multiplication formula. Okay, so if the denominator here, if it is P of uh, B P of B by A, then P of B by A into P of A equal to P of A intersection B. These are the two formulas. Okay, now see, uh, then some of the important result deduced from this rule are as follows. When it will be, which will be accepted without the proof, which without the proof means that you have, these are the formulas that you have to learn by heart. Okay, let me rub this one so we can see that clearly. Now see, important results are, if first one is if A and B are the independent event, then P of A intersection B equal to P of A into P of B. And next is P of A, if A and B are the independent event, then event A dash and B dash are also independent. Hence P of A dash intersection B dash is equal to P of A dash into P of B dash. Then another event is if A and B dash are also an independent event, then P of A intersection B dash, that is P of A into P of B dash, right? Then P of A dash and B are also an independent event, then P of A dash intersection B equal to P of A dash into P of B. Okay, these are the few formulas that you have to learn by heart. This is the law of multiplication formula. Now next is the selection with replacement and without replacement. Yes, children, this topic we have learned in 11th standard, and at that time I told you that this is an important topic, that with replacement and without replacement. Okay, that time I have explained in a very clear way that it is an important topic and that this will is going to ask in board exams also. So on that time itself I told you to be much more clear about the concept. So selection with a replacement and without replacement, let's revise. Okay, this is a revision for you people. When the units are to be randomly selected one by one from the population, the selection can be done in two ways. First is the selection with replacement, and second is the selection that is without replacement. Okay, if the selection of a unit from the population in any trial is done by replacing the unit selected in the previous trial back to the population, then that selection is called the selection with replacement. Okay, selected thing cannot be used again. Now, without replacement means if the selection of the unit from the population in any trial is done by not replacing the unit selected in the previous trial back to the population, then that selection is called a selection with a replacement. Okay, now we will take one illustration. Illustration number 27. Illustration number 27, a balanced coin is tossed twice. If the first toss of the coin shows head, then find the probability of getting head in both the tosses. Now your sample coins are tossed. So your outcome will be HH, HT, TH, TT. That is the sample point is n equal to 4. Okay. Now it is said that if the first toss of the coin shows head, then find the probability of getting the head in both the tosses. So event A that the getting head in the first toss, and even B, even that both the tosses result in the head. Okay, here two things are given: first toss of the coin and getting head in both the toes, right? ये जो पहले दिया है उसको A कंसिडर किया, तो मैंने क्या कहा था, if के बाद जो होता है वो डिनोमिनेटर में जाता है, तो दिस इज अ P of B by A कंडीशन, राइट? तो P of B by A में क्या होगा? P of, so first of all what you have to do, A is the first toes shows head, that is HH and HT. Okay, so the outcome M is equal to 2. P of A is M upon N, that is 2 by 4, that is 1 by 2. Then B head is shown in both the tosses HH. Okay, so M equal to 1 and P of B equal to M upon N, that is 1 by 4. Denominator same करने के लिए हमने इसको reduce नहीं किया है, as it is रख दो 2 by 4 and 1 by 4. Now A intersection B is getting head in the first toss and getting head in both the tosses of the coin, that is HH. Okay, so the M is 1. A intersection B का value होगा 1 by 4. So P of B by A is P of A intersection B upon P of A, that is 1 by 4 upon 2 by 4, that is 1 by 2. So the answer for P of B by A is 1 by 2. Okay. Now let's see illustration number 28. Now illustration number 28 is the question. A factory has received an order to prepare 50,000 units of an item in a certain time period. The probability of completing this work in the given time is 0.75. Find the probability that the workers will not declare strike during that time period is 0.8. The probability that this work will be completed during a given time period and the workers will not declare strike is 0.7. Find the probability that first is the work will be completed as per schedule under the condition that the workers have not declared strike. Second is find the probability that the workers do not declare strike in the given period, knowing that the work is completed as per schedule. Now, see here it is given the probability of complete the work is given time is 0.75 and probability that worker will not declare strike during that time is 0.8. So 0.75 is P of A and 0.8 is P of B, and one more thing is given, that is P of 0.7, that is P of A intersection B, that the work will be completed during the given time and the workers will not declare a strike, that is 0.7, and I are the intersection. To find the probability that the work will be completed as per the schedule under the condition that the work have not declared strike, workers have not declared strike. Even that the first one is even that the workers will be completed, the work will be completed in the given period under the condition that the workers do not declare strike, that is A by B. So our formula for A by B is P of A by B is P of A intersection B upon P of B. What is A intersection B? That is 0.7 upon 0.8, that comes to 7 by 8. Now next question is, if it is given that the work is completed as per the schedule, then the event that the worker do not declare strike, that is B by A. P of B by A is P of A intersection B that upon P of A, that is 0.7 upon 0.75, that is 14 by 15. So the required probability is 14 by 15. Okay, so these are the two conditions. So let's see illustration number 29. Now illustration number 29. In illustration number 28, I hope you are understanding that illustration. In illustration number 828, the whatever statement is given in the first statement will be considered as A, second statement will be considered as B. Okay, always it is like this only. Okay, so in the here the the completing this work is given time is the given time is 0.75 का था ना, so that is A. The work will be completed as per the schedule under the condition that the worker have not declared strike. तो first जो statement दिया है वो A है और जो second that condition दिया है वो है वो उसको हमने B कंसिडर किया था, राइट. तो हमने इसको क्या किया A by B. इसमें if वर्ड नहीं है तो अंडर द कंडीशन वर्ड है तो अंडर द कंडीशन जो होगा वो अपॉन में ही आएगा. दैट्स इट. ओके, ऐसे आप लोग को कंसिडर करना है. और सेकंड में क्या था, इफ इट इज गिवन दैट द वर्क इज कंप्लीट. और यहाँ पर इन लोग ने इफ करके दिया है बट इन क्वेश्चन यहाँ पे इफ नहीं है बट सॉल्यूशन में इफ करके दिया. Find the probability that the worker do not declare a strike in the given period knowing that the work is completed in as per the schedule. तो ये सेकंड थिंग दिया है, ए को सेकंडली दिया तो उसको हम लोग बी बाय ए ऐसे हमने कंसिडर किया. इफ ऐसे कंसिडर करना है. और अगर इफ वर्ड नहीं है, इफ वर्ड इज नॉट देयर then you will be considering in how it is written. Means if A is given, the statement A is given first, then you have to write A by B, and if it is given that B statement is given first, then you have to consider B by A. है ना? Now that is illustration number 29. If P of A dash is equal to 7 by 25, P of B by A equal to 5 by 12, and P of A by B equal to 1 by 2. For two events A and B in the sample space of a random experiment, then find P of A intersection B and P of. It is given that P of A dash is equal to 7 by 25, P of B by A equal to 5 by 12, and A by B equal to 1 by 2. That is given in the question. So what you have to find is A intersection B you have to find and P of B you have to find. Okay. So first of all, what you have to find A dash. With the help of P of A dash, you have to find P of B. So the formula of P of A is equal to 1 minus P of A dash. Okay. So 1 minus 7 by 25, that comes to 18 by 20. Here we got the value of P of A. Then P of B by A. Okay, so B by A का formula क्या होगा? P of A intersection B upon P of A. So with the help of this, you will be getting P of A intersection B, right? क्योंकि B by A का value दिया है और A का value हमने find out कर लिया. So B by A is 5 by 12 and P of A intersection B upon 18 upon 25. So cross multiply हो जाएगा. Then 5 upon 12 into 18 upon 25. That is P of A intersection. So the value of P of A intersection B comes to 3 by 10. So now P of A intersect A by B. So A by B के help से हमको क्या find करना है? P of B. A by B equal to P of A intersection B. That is equal to P of B. Value of A by B is 1 by 2. A intersection B हमें अभी मिला है, that is 3 by 10, and upon P of B. Now you have to do a cross multiplication. Okay, so क्या हो जाएगा? P of B equal to 3 by 10 upon 1 by 2. That comes to 3 by 10 into 2 by 1. That is 3 by 5. Okay, so this is an easy sum. And children, this illustration number 40. This is an important sum. This question is asked many times in the board exams. So let's see the question. Medicine is tested on a group of rabbits and mice to know its effect. It was observed that the 7 rabbits show the effect of medicine in a group of 10 rabbits who were given the medicine, and the 5 mice shows the effect of medicine in a group of 7 mice who were given the medicine. Now one animal is selected at random from each group. Find the probability that first one, both the selected animals shows the effect of medicine, and second, one of the two selected animals shows the effect of medicine, and the other animal does not show the effect of medicine. So children, this is an important question. So this is one big question. एक बहुत बड़ा क्वेश्चन है तो आप लोग को इसको एक टेबल के फॉर्मेट में बनाना पड़ेगा. The given information will be shown as follows. So this information they have given in a table to make you much more clear. Okay. So it will be better that we will explain. We will do this some in the next video. So this much is enough for today because too many sums I have explained, too many topics I have explained. So this topics you have to learn, read by heart, read that formula you have to learn by heart, and then I will be explaining this illustration number 30. क्योंकि इसमें जो कंसेप्ट है टोटली डिफरेंट था. आप लोगों को वो समझना है. वो इलस्ट्रेशन 2 times, minimum 2 times you have to do the illustration which I have explained. Okay, so this much is enough for today. We'll see you in the next one.